Hey everybody, Jeff Schneider here. Let's start talking about this app. This is not a paid endorsement or anything like that. This is something that one of my students told me to check out because I was doing this ear training exercise, which I've showed you guys in the past. It's the one with the cadence in C major, and then you play the random note. Anyway, this is exactly that. It does multiple notes. It does all kinds of extra challenges. It's called Functional Ear Trainer, and it's the one that has a very sort of weird dude in the icon. So if you look it up in the App Store, it's got the weird guy. It's just he's just got a weird look on his face. But it's a great app. It's free. I've just been going to practice mode. I really need like a screen share for iPhone, but I've been going to practice mode, which is here. This is what it sounds like. And then you would say the note is, anybody know what note that is? That was a cadence in C, by the way. You can click show the answer, and there it is. Now, here's the thing. It was actually playing two notes. It was playing A in octaves. So it only sounded like 1A because it was in octaves, and it was probably a little bit distorted coming through the phone and the microphone and everything. But if we do the next one, I'm going to go to next question. We'll do another one here. Here we go. All right. Did anybody get that? Let's do that one more time. It's E flat and G. You are correct. So you can make it as hard as you want. This is why I like this exercise so much. Again, this is the one that I've talked about in the past, the one that I learned from Charlie Banakis. It's such a great exercise because it's not training you to hear intervals per se, but it's really training you to hear how notes sound within the context of a key, which is so important. So many people are spending time learning how to memorize the sound of different intervals, which is useful, but this is kind of how I compare the two exercises, memorizing the sound of an interval versus the sound of the notes, how they function, which is why it's called functional ear training app or ear trainer. So when you do intervals, it's kind of like when you're using a GPS in a car where you don't know where you are, but the GPS is telling you that you're here and you need to get here to your next step. It's not telling you where your destination is. It's just telling you where your next step is. And the issue with that is if for whatever reason the GPS went off, then what are you going to do? You're stuck. You don't have any idea where you are. Versus if you have like a view of the entire map, right? If you know what I'm saying here, you can see the whole map. You actually know where you are in relation to everything else. So it's really that having that. Well, that's why it's called relative pitch, right? It's being able to know where you are in relation to everything else, which is why I think this kind of exercise is far superior to practicing your intervals. I don't know if it's on Android, but it's worth a look, and highly recommend everybody check out Functional Ear Trainer. That's it.